Here. What? Hey, Daniela. I'm so happy to see you. Why, yes, I know it's lovely to see me too. That was sarcasm. All right, hey,
Yes,
intermediate.
it is.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Okay. Hey, Art, intermediate, third period. I'm going to go over some things. I'm trying to show some more examples of what's going on. Feel like some things might be getting lost in translation. All right, so today, I think everybody can see. Okay, I think you can see there. All right, so today you went to your announcement section because that's how you got onto your Zoom. What I have done is underneath here, I have added some Zentangle project examples. But I want to go out before I show you all that. I want to go out to what's going on. The majority of you are getting in all of these things, like all of this right here are grades for you. This was at the very beginning. What do you know? The data drawing, upside down drawing. And then these two are what we're working on right now. And in addition to that, everybody, from what I can tell, I've had some wonderful sketch assignments turned in, but I feel like I have half the class that have turned them in. So last week, remember you did the Last Supper, the drawing one day, the info the next. It typically goes the drawing the one day, the info the next. The drawing, Michelangelo's David, Friday you turned them in, and then guess what? Today you finished with Michelangelo's David information. So today's sketch goes with the drawing that you did last Thursday. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Yes, all of my virtual peeps out there. So this week you have Michelangelo's David's info. You're then going to be drawing the creation of Adam right here, which is on top of the Sistine Chapel. And then, like, as you can tell, the next day you will be writing this information, okay? So that's how your sketches go every day. One day you're drawing, the piece of the art. The next day you're writing the information. Now, you might want to go ahead and do both on the same day and just kind of stay ahead of things. That's up to you. All of these are due Friday. So if you go back to your module, way down here, it says end of sketchbook 2. So you click here. That will be on Friday. And then you guys will have a student view, and up here it'll say submit. You click that button, and then you upload your images. So I grade those on Friday. Anybody have questions on that? Didn't mean to go out of there. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this Zentangle project again because I just wanna make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Last week we had some very quick, like, one-day assignments, and then I started a project that I want to take a little bit longer. I talked about Zentangles. Are you familiar with Zentangles? Okay, so Zentangles are just a pattern that is created by anything that's repeated over and over again. What makes them, this is a great image of that, what makes them stand out the most is we've come back in and we solid in various places, solid color, some contrast to make it stand out. Dealing with line and shape, which should be review for you. And then initially I was gonna have you do some sort of project that kind of might deal with like a social issue, like, children being hungry. Like, here's some examples. These are all great examples, but then I realized I don't want that to be just about, hunger. I would rather you pick something that you're more passionate about. So I added this section, and it's just telling you to start brainstorming a few contemporary social issues, and then maybe sketch some symbols that will be easy to identify using a silhouette. So this, what was this gun again, Arthur? AK. So this AK right here is what is called a silhouette. So let's say you're going to do a Zentangle project about gun violence, or the Second Amendment. And, you know, maybe you're doing a pro Second Amendment, or you're doing, can you have that type of gun? Or no? Can you can have this type of gun? Yes, no? Okay, never mind. Let's say you're doing a project about gun violence, or school shootings, you know, that type of thing. So maybe in your drawing, these are not big either. They're small. Like, you know, I mean, if they take up your sketchbook page, fine, but they're very small because you're doing it in pen, and it's a lot to color in. So instead of all this collage back here, which doesn't even make sense to this, you know, maybe there's a Zentangle design with pattern and repetition. Last week I showed you these. These aren't necessarily social issues, but they are certainly social media icons. But I put these up here just to show you that, you know, yes, this is a silhouette. Silhouette is just the outside shape of something. And then you can tell that there's Zentangle patterns, you know, in the background. So say you were doing, I think we talked about it last week. Say you were doing something about global warming, you know, maybe you have a silhouette of the earth, and maybe, you know, the earth is starting to melt and there's Zentangle patterns. There's no right or wrong to this, as long as you are basically creating a Zentangle drawing of something. Okay. I added these last week because I thought these are just, I mean, these aren't a social issue, but it could be like a cultural, you know, spotlight. I think these are just beautiful Zentangles on a silhouette. And this is like a perfect example of this project. Say your social issue or social awareness, treat it like social issue, social awareness. You know, any of these ribbons, there's so many ribbons now for like cancer or diabetes or autism, or you know, child pediatric cancer. You know, this is certainly this project. Here's another one. Perfect. You can use words in these. You're basically making a Zentangle poster of something. I'm trying to simplify it so I don't want y'all stressing out. I'm going to go back to the announcement section today, because I also uploaded a whole bunch more images today. I'm going to set a due date for this. I would like this like by Friday. We probably are going to be moving on because I feel like this is taking, I feel like people aren't working on it, or if you are working on it, can you email me some images or something so I can see what you're doing? Back in announcements, I added some more examples. So you have, everybody in intermediate has a Zentangle project to do. All right. I have given you ideas, maybe make it, you know, about some sort of social issue or social awareness. I've given you some more examples here to help you. Can I see them really big? Okay, good. This one is, no, I want to see this whole thing. I'm gonna get out of this and go to my drive so I can show it to you full. You can see yours better on your computer than me. How come it doesn't ever let me just show it big? Okay, so here's one. This is a perfect example. It's done on notebook paper. You don't have a sketchbook paper, a sketchbook, fine. This is done on notebook paper. You know, there's this keyhole, too many locks, not enough keys. You know, maybe this is some sort of statement like, you know, you've got all these secrets and there will never be enough keys to, you know, unlock all these secrets. Could be, you know, something to do with like child trafficking. You know, that would be some kind of social issue going on right now. These all back here are Zentangles and patterns. Okay, I thought this was really cool. You see this, Artura? This is a silhouette, and she's just kind of blowing like a rainbow of Zentangle designs. And you know, remember I said something earlier about like, you know, maybe this is the Earth right here, silhouette of the Earth, and it's melting, and you know, I'm just giving you ideas. You have a Zentangle project to do. So right now, anything really is, you know, whatever you decide. If you don't want to do something that deals with a social issue or anything like that, and you just want to do some cool little drawing with Zentangles, is a perfect example. All of this in the background is Zentangles. They kind of got like this paintbrush with color in it. This is a Zentangle with the sun and water. You know, you could do something with like, I know some of you were talking about water pollution, or, you know, animals, you know, all of the problems we're having with the ocean and just trash. You know, it's in these little designs, you know, you could have, you know, things that are junking up the water, or there's no right or wrong for this. And then I just did this. This is, you know, a perfect example of Zentangles. You know, it's a tree. You know, there's not really much going on here. You could do something to do with the rainforest or something. But right now, I'm just most concerned that everybody's going to do some sort of Zentangled project, you know, that is Art 2 level, not Art 1 level. And here's another lock. Maybe take the idea of a lock and, you know, what's going on in here. Oh, I love this one too. Like, or maybe you just kind of do a silhouette of yourself and you have Zentangles in the background. Maybe there's music and lyrics. This should be a fun, you know, a fun project, hopefully, but I need to start seeing, I think I might even upload, like maybe tomorrow, I might upload an assignment section that you have to upload your preliminary work for me, because I need to see what everybody's doing. You've got to be working on a project in addition to your sketch assignments. And I hope I haven't picked too hard of a project. Some of you I know, some of you I don't know, but for, let me get back, you know, I'll show you a, maybe an Art 1 Zentangle. In fact, this is what I did with my Art 1. You know, Zentangles kind of start off with, you know, can start off with doodles or like a line, and then you come back in and fill it in with shape and pattern. So that's kind of like a Art 1 Zentangle. I think then they did a landscape also. I guess that's getting a little bit more advanced. So I really want a Zentangled project showing something in addition to just design and pattern. I hope everybody is understanding this. If not, I need everybody, you know, calling in or emailing me, or I'm gonna just leave, let's see, I might after lunch. The problem is we face-to-face people, we go to lunch in a few minutes, so I might later on when we get back from lunch turn back on the Zoom just in case anybody has any questions. But be prepared for me to be putting an assignment due tomorrow, which is just a preliminary sketch, or, you know, some of your work going on. I need to see what everybody's doing other than sketch assignments. Anybody got any questions? No? Okay. I'm going to turn the live recording off, and I want you doing your sketch assignment. And I want something on paper, even if it's in pencil sketch right now that you're breaking up, like where you're going to put your different designs. Type in on Instagram, hashtag Zentangles, Google, Pinterest. I mean, there's 1,000 Zentangle type of designs and projects. I want you to find something personal to you and create a project with that, or do some sort of social issue or social awareness, something that you want to bring attention to. All right, I'm out. Thank you, those of you that have joined us, aka Daniela. I will see y'all tomorrow. Email me if you have any questions. Okay, bye.